Okay, I have to look down because my camera starts, or at least I thought it started. Or did it start? I heard the click. And then I looked down 20 minutes after my video was started. It hasn't even began. How is everybody today? Obviously, I'm just hoping, tell yourself you're fine, because you're fine because you've said that at the moment after I understand that I am fine, what will I have to do not to be fine? If it's something I can stop, I should think before I started. If it's something I can't stop, accept it the way it is. I should have thought before the day that I caused it to happen, or don't worry about it because it's part of life and I'll be back again. Because this is a created world. It could never say in the greatest book that millions of people are running out to see, we live in eternal life. But you're going to die one day and never come back ever and ever again. So whatever you do, what's the difference? Just don't end up in the can or locked up so you can't get to do all those crazy, nutty things your imagination ever thought before somebody stepped out and said, man, don't do it. It's going to bother me. Because it is against the law. What is a law? A law is a wall, an obstacle that will stop another from having their own freedom. Otherwise, the law is freedom. And understanding how to achieve this freedom without impeding the freedom or the rights of another for the eternity of a period of every single 80 years. That 80-year cycle is because it never ends. How many aces are in a deck of cards? Or should I ask, how many ace positions are in a deck of cards? There are 4 identical ace positions in the deck. Therefore, there are 4 suits, 4, 4, 4, and 4, equaling to 16 aces. Do you have your ace with 4 above and 4 below? 4 up and 4 down? The center, she's a down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, all the tails are up. Well, in actuality, they're on my left. So the question is, how do we want to implic? Implic means impose the usage of this other than to understand the layman terms. We see that these 5 are up and 4 are down, representing the sun, the foxhole in the sun. 4 and 4, 2 different worlds. This one is actually telling me I have memory. Remember, when you divide two sides, when you divide, okay, one whole, you end up with 2 sides. 2 sides is half and half. The representation of half and half 2 sides is 5, 1, 2. I guess that's the memory screw, right? The 3 card. The 5 card, okay, 2 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3 and 2, 5. 1, 2, 3. These are perfect. This one and this one are opposite of each other, right? And this one stands to say I am 2 and 1. Well, I am also 2 and 1 is opposites. See the way these 2 are opposites? This one moves down to here. These 2 become opposites. And I'm believing that because this area is square, that this is 1 world. And this is representing 3 worlds, where they put in a little bar in the center, because we should just cut out the whole center of this card if we want to replicate the cube. See, in the cube, there are 3 sides that have aces. The 5 has an ace. The ace is an ace alone, right? And the 3 has an ace. 1, 3, 5, ACE says ace. And if you take out 1, 3, 5 on your keyboard, noting that in the second position, where the A is the first position, second row. The bottom row, the third one is the C, and the top row, the third one is the E. 313, okay, says ace. But Q, W, E, R, and T is the 5th letter, the 1st and the 3rd, and that says ace. 313, alternate current of the ace cat, creation of the sun and the moon. So now we understand these cards. We understand these cards. So in this family, it's 16, okay, and 4. 4 times 4 equals to 16 and 8. This is your connection of P and H. This is the connection to the 24-hour day of man. Okay, this one over here. This one, okay, is 4 and 4 and has a secondary representation because inside the deck of cards, if I can find that other card, inside the deck of cards are 7 of these. 7 of these. There are 7 4s in the deck of cards. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Here's 6. And I got to find you the 7th one. The 7th one starts back at 1 again, right? And here's 1. And why is that? Because all these 4 corners, are all the same as the 4 corners of the 4. Let me find the card. It's over here and over here. No, it's over here. No, it's over here. Yeah, okay, got it. Okay, these two, okay, represent this one over here. The actuality of those 2 cards, right, are actually that the dice cube, when added up, equals to 21. And these 3 cards added up to equal to 21. But the thing about these cards is it's 666. All you have to do is remove the center of 7 and 8. AB is the center of 7 and 8. A and B is the center of 7 and 8. A and B. And it is not reflected in A and C. Okay? Nor is it reflected, excuse me, in A and B. I seem to have lost a few of my cards. A and B, I don't have a 2 card. Here's a 2 card. The 2 card is dividing 2 sides. You remember on the cross? Put things on the cross, remove everything in the center here, remove everything on the center here. So therefore, if we remove everything on the center, as I just said, okay, then the 6, 7, and 8, okay, would actually be 4, 4, 4. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. 6 times 4, 6 plus 4 is 24 and 10. 24th letter X, 10 Roman numeral X, 24 and 10, 34, equaling to DC, and 24 minus 10 equals to 14, and that is the DNA 1 times 4, 1 plus 4, the passage to the DNA on the sun. So is it confusing? Is it confusing? I'm telling you pieces and parts of numerological calculations that service in the equation factor of something that someone is looking for somewhere at some period of time in this world, because it's not possible that I could have told you the truth about all this if somebody else wasn't looking for it. It's impossible that I could have told you something and be the only person that has ever thought about it. Because if I'm the first person that ever made you understand something that made sense for the first time, and I done 6,000 videos, and in these 6,000 videos, if I had 1, if I had 10, if I had 20, if I had 5, if I just had 2 items that you've never heard before, you would still be utterly not amazed, right? But to make 2 discoveries of things that people have never heard or known before, that happen to be one of the smartest people in the world. And that's not true, because I'm not the only one that has ever said what I have said before. There have been many. That doesn't make me the stupidest or not smart at all. Okay? It just tells you that you now saw it, and now we are many that know what we deem as something different and something new to our own individuality, making us many and more, and make us the masses of understanding the reality and truth that is deep inside, embedded in numbers, hidden in codes that we thought, are they actually put there on purpose? How did this deck come to be so perfect? How did this cube come to be so perfect? Thousands of years before the advance of computers, where hardly anybody can work together in crowds because nobody can count or do mathematics, the same thing, or alphabetical or languages together, mix them up, understanding French, English, and all these languages, how they're actually bringing codes, if the codes actually weren't put into this world before we were created. For us to learn, for us to put recipes together, to learn the element born, to learn to play the piano and have vibration. Because eventually, Okay, what is out of order, we as machines have made to make it sound so nice, where we can put a voice together, really understand, putting all the sounds together, sounding like a band. Hand in hand, motion of the ocean, of the natural sequence of the feeling, where nothing is crash and burn on top of each other, and even crash and burn. Creation of rock and roll. He did it, I did it. I have a hand on a band, and I knocked him outside. He took him for a ride, but I couldn't go and hide. Oh my God, I can't understand. They're all coming after me. I'll just have to be like a monkey and climb up a tree. They think I'm crazy. They think I'm nuts, so I'm a squirrel, and I bury myself, hiding away for the winter. I got nuts inside my mouth, but these nuts are all my teeth. I lived under the blankets, I was over the blankets, I was standing, I was sitting, I was lying, but I wasn't telling anybody, I was telling everybody the truth. The lie wasn't a lie, and actually lie is white and it cleanses things. Have you ever seen a lie before? Lie, what color is lie, or lime, if you want to use another terminology? What do we do things that turn white? They turn things over. Don't turn it over. The flowers in the bed. The flower bed, they threw flowers on top of me. I'm brave, I'm buried 6 feet down, my 2 feet are up, I'm feeling great, I've got eyes on you. Anyways, let's not, this just having fun with this Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus coming to you from a numerological calculation and some letter designs that I fractionally put together and painted all over my house. It didn't matter if it was on the ceiling. It doesn't matter if it's in the shower or in the shower door or in the bedroom doors or even on the bedroom walls or on the bedroom ceiling or on the floors. All we have to know is it was because of one number and a lady in the sky who said to me, paint the truth. And I came up here to paint the truth and to bring the truth the same way that Edward Snowden brought awareness to all. Thank you for watching this video.